guys.
Hey, how you doing, guys? How you doing?
That was an afterthought.
You talk about putting mics on. I think she's starting to like the microphones again. Are you?
When they work.
When they work.
When they work.
We're in Idaho now. Malta, Idaho.
Malta.
Malta.
Like Malta meal?
I guess. Yeah, that's Malta milk.
Oh, okay. I was wrong.
Lord. Some people's kids.
Do you want the mic or not?
What?
I said, do you want the mic or not?
No.
Eric Endorse says, prayers and hi. Well, thank you, hon.
Do we need the mics? Can you
Native says
can you
hi.
add them later?
I think we can. Connie
Let's
Burke
try.
says, afternoon, G's. Daisy Dex says hi there. Little Blinky says, all ears.
I'd like to talk about a couple things.
Un momento, please. We're going to bust out the mics because I did move the position of the camera.
Let's see how many people I can make mad today. How's that?
And if I can maneuver the dogs, they need to be all over the place.
I'm pretty good at making people mad, I think. It's not my intentions. It's just a byproduct.
It's just a white product.
Yeah. That's how I like to look at it.
Is that how you like to look at it?
Sure.
Go with the flow. Bitch, leave it alone.
Miss G's getting the mic so you can hear better, guys. Or Miss the stream up. One of the two. We
One
don't
of the
know.
two.
We don't know which yet.
I think we figured this out by now. You know how we do. We fly by the seat of our pants. Probably drives everyone nuts. If I get it together already. Hold on. Watch it. Moochie. Moochie, moochie, the moochie. Alright, I'm putting the mics in. Give us a minute. On and on. We're solid blue.
Does that mean we're working?
All right.
Can everybody hear us?
I hope that's the case. Let us know if y'all can hear us. Oh.
We'll let Miss G get caught up in the comments. And
Wendy says, hello from PA. We have that smoke smell and fog from Canada's wildfires.
right on.
Annette's giving me a thumbs up. Dr. Pepper Drinker says, can hear.
Can hear.
Peggy says, yes. Melody says, loud and clear.
Can hear and loud and
Woo
clear.
woo.
Well,
That was a smooth transition.
even a blind squirrel gets in that once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Once in a while.
Once in a while. Cheryl says, can hear real good. Tamara says, woohoo, sounds much better. All right.
All right. Should we see how many people I can make mad now?
I'm sure.
Posted a meme up this morning, right? And I'm sure the past is in your head. The future is in your hands. And got a lot of good feedback off of it. Had a few people just didn't agree with me at all. No, my future's in God's hands. And I'm going to beg to differ a little bit. And here's why I beg to differ. The future is in your hands. God gave us free will, does he not? It is our choice to choose between good and evil, right and wrong. And being that we have a choice, isn't the future in our hands? I mean, we can sit on the couch and do absolutely nothing during the day. Does that mean God wants us to do absolutely nothing? No, it just means we're too lazy to get our butts up and actually do something. God helps those who help themselves. If every one of us truly believed our future is in nothing but God's hands, there would be no good and evil. There'd be all good. We'd all be perfect people. But we're not perfect. None of us are perfect. I've never met a perfect person. I don't know, have you?
I have not. I feel that everybody is flawed.
And sometimes the flaw in each of us is a beautiful thing. That's
Yes.
what makes us different.
It makes us unique. It makes us not the same. And that's what makes you you.
You know,
and me.
I've gone into churches, and you've seen how I look, guys. I've gone to churches and people look cross-eyed because I didn't look like the rest of the congregation. We're not all meant to look like each other. We're not meant to act like each other. Each of us has our own beauty. But does that make them holier than thou because they're in church every single Sunday and then they look cross-eyed at another because they've never seen them before or they look different than them? I know, just kind of my 2 cents. I know, like I said, it might make some people mad, and my intentions ain't to make you mad. My intentions is just to broaden people's horizons and their mind a little bit, I guess. Or maybe I need to broaden mine a little bit.
John Diller says it's the holier than thou syndrome.
And there's a lot of it these days. I mean, there always has been, don't get me wrong.
We're buffering.
Are we?
We're good now. Give it a few minutes or a few seconds to catch up. Patricia says that's what makes the world go round.
Yes.
Native says, I guess they believe so. I believe God is in our life every day.
I believe we do what we can to make our lives better, and we follow in the footsteps or in the path that we believe is right, and we do our best. And when we can no longer,
I feel like
when we exhaust all, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
All avenues, then it's in God's hands because there's nothing left that we can do we just got to ask for help and pray that we get the answers.
Michelle
Sometimes
Brandon
the answer
says,
is no.
I'm perfect. Perfectly flawed. Jamie says, only telling the truth. Dr. Pepper Drinker says, okay, hi, and bye, because I got to get my act together and go play the word game. I rely, don't want to, but I'm going. Well, sweetheart, you have a good day at work. Goblin says, coming from someone who is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I live in Utah, I know that no one is perfect. We have choices to make, and God gave us the free will to make them choices.
I mean, I've gone to a lot of different denominations of churches, and just like they were saying, coming from the Latter-day Saints, seems like a lot of the different denominations, they all look down on each other. They're all believers in Christ, but they look down on the other because they're not in the same denomination. Is that right? No, it's not right. You shouldn't look down on anybody for their beliefs.
Italian Princess says, God is all around us. Amen to that. He is. Nadine says, no, some churchgoers forget to have look in the mirror and are very judgmental.
I'm going to treat you the same whether you believe in God or not, because that's what I believe. I believe we should treat each other the way we want to be treated.
I don't know. My personal opinion is I feel like God is in our life every day. We have a path that we're going down, and He helps us out when we need to, but He also gave us the ability to help ourselves as well.
It's called free will.
Michael Paul Warner says, grew up in that kind of community as a kid, frowned on it big time. Chris said, location where you're heading to and from.
We picked up in Springdale, Arkansas, and now we're heading to Kennewick, Washington.
And we've made 5 drops in Colorado already. Yeah. We've got 5 more to go and we'll be done with this load.
No. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Dave says, we had 2 tenths of rain out spraying in the fields, feeling happy.
Right on.
Tamara says, amen. Deanna says, God is all around us. We just have to love everyone. Jesus was found with the sinner. He wasn't found. He was found with the sinners. He wasn't found with the saints.
Yeah.
Shelley Boyer says, God is the only judge. Blackwood says, faith over fear. Jamie says, we have a choice. We better wake up before it's too late. God is watching. God is always watching. Italian Princess
I didn't mean to get too deep on you guys. I mean, heck, I don't know what I mean.
Italian Princess says, I just realized I'm wearing a Trucker G shirt, and here you guys are.
Oh, right on. Thank you.
Lisa says, amen. Wendy says, we can follow God or follow evil. Yes, because God gave us free will. Michael Paul says, God told by a preacher, if you believe you don't need to be in a church, by a preacher, if you believe you should be in a church, and and I think he may have hit send too quickly.
Oh, no.
Colleen says, good afternoon. Absolutely 100% right. Only we can change our lives, and by no means am I perfect. I try every day. God is with me always.
That's all we can do is do our best.
Little Bit Me says, judge not, least
Lest
you be
you
judged. Goblin says, this life is for us to prepare to meet God. Black Wolf says, hey, I'm going to be in Kennewick tonight through Saturday.
I won't be there tonight. I'll be there tomorrow. We got to drop 7 pieces off in Kennewick and then head off over to Federal Way in Renton.
Debbie says, I'm not perfect, but Jesus thinks I'm to die for it. Colleen says, I follow God.
I like that.
Tom says, I agree with you, Mr. G. That's why I don't go to church, because I'm tired of being judged. So if I need to pray, I go outside or in my home, so I don't have to hear people talking about my hair or my beard.
Tom, you just found the wrong church, brother. The right one. It's always great to congregate. It's not always feasible for everybody, and I don't knock anybody that don't. You know, I mean, I get to church when I can get to church. Doesn't mean I'm any less of a believer.
Patricia says, that's right. It's called free will. Some people that run other platforms should learn that. Little Blinky says, this smoke up in the northeast from Canada is brutal. That's what we've been hearing, Blinky. And I've been seeing lots of G-Force members post pictures of the sun in the sky, or, you know, and it's just like blood red from all the smoke and the ash in the air. Dorna says, we had a bad storm last night. It sounded like a tornado. All I could think about is God is so mad.
The good thing and the bad thing is with the fires, that's Mother Nature's way of cleaning up. After a fire, if you notice, a lot of everything comes back luscious and green. That's how things used to be before we inhabited this country. Is there'd be a fire and everything would burn off and grow back new. Well, people started putting houses up, more houses, buildings, more houses, more people, and those fires were put out, and the fires don't happen, and they don't do enough prescribed burns, and those layers of foliage that fell every year just basically pile up, and it's a tinderbox.
Joe Bryant says, if I eat my veggies and work hard, I can have a truck like Mr. and Mrs. G have.
Oh, the bank has this truck, brother.
Wendy says, if people at church have to look down on you, then it's time to find another church.
Amen.
Hey, Jules. Eric and Doris says, we pastor a cowboy church and have met in horse barns and arenas. Come as you are, leave changed. People show up in their fancy duds and common sense folks. We are for a people.
But there's some great people out there. I mean, and when I say people, I mean great congregations.
Cheryl said, yes, that smoke is in Maryland. Smoke too in Maryland. Michael Paul says, did a little soul searching, was having a tough time with my PTSD when preacher told me that. Jamie says, they closed the airport in New York. In PA, we have maybe 1 mile visibility.
Oh, wow.
It's getting bad. Eric and Doris says, it's like the fires in Gatlinburg in 2016. Jules says, smoke is awful here on the coast of North Carolina too. Dave Kelly says, heading to Kennewick, Washington. That's getting closer to my neck of the woods. Just 70 miles away from Yakima. When are you going to be arriving? Just let the Lord lead you the way Jesus said. Come follow me. He said, I'll never leave you, nor forsake you. Always be with you until the end of the world. Be safe. God bless. Have a great day.
Right on. We'll be in Kennewick tomorrow morning. Got to drop this load off there in Kennewick. We won't be there for very long. Probably, if I had to guess, probably 10, 15 minutes. And then we're off to Renton and Federal Way.
Chris says, hello, G's and G-Force family. Well, hello, honey. Robert says, look up Life Church in Cooksville, Tennessee. Great church. New York Pizza Department said, Good day to you all. If you were going to be in Kennewick longer, I would deliver you a pizza. Safe travels to you.
That would be wonderful, brother. But I'm not going to be there very long.
Thank you, though,
No,
sweetheart.
I appreciate it.
Dorna says, I have found a lot of churches have their own little clique and don't pay much attention to you. Yeah.
And that's not right. It's just not right.
Michael Paul says, was a little hazy with smoke coming across a Buckeye. Blinky says, reminds me of West Coast fires. Fat Kid Brody says, church doesn't make you a Christian. It's only a building. Your belief in God as Christ is what makes you a Christian. Amen.
No, I get you.
Sydney Chastain says, ordered my purple tumbler yesterday. I
Awesome.
seen that,
Thank you so much,
sweetheart.
guys.
Thank you guys again. John Dillard says, you were right about me enjoying the Glenwood Canyon video. I hope you saw my reaction, LOL. Thank you. Yes, I was reading it, John. It was so pretty through there. Jenna says, we had the smoke for 5 days already and is getting better today. I'm in Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm glad it's starting to clear up some, sweetie. It's got to be rough on everyone's breathing. Barbara says, hi, Mr. and Mrs. G. Have a great day and be safe. You too, sweetie. Goblin says, we all need to repent, and that is what life is all about. Christ lived and died for all those who have faith in him and turn to him and repent.
But I've seen so many that have, that say they have, but they're just as big as sinners as others that I've met.
Joe says, as long as I run hazmat for this company, I can't have a beard like Mr. G's because the respirator won't fit.
Yeah,
LOL.
no, I understand that.
Darlene Chandler says, going to order mine later today, G's. Awesome,
Well,
sweetheart.
thank
you. Sue Garrett asks, where are you?
We are in Declo, Idaho.
Goblin says, in your last video, I realized you were at the mouth of Spanish Fork Canyon. And yes, we were.
Yes. Yeah, going back to the tumblers. We ordered the different colors because we had so many people wanting different colors.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get some more colorful ones for everybody. I was actually pretty pleased with how they turned out.
Yeah, I really liked them. Laylee fell in love with them. The 40 ounce tumblers. Tammy says, they say the air quality in New York City is the equivalent of smoking half a pack a day.
That's
Ooh,
crazy.
yikes. Barbara says, thank you. You're welcome, sweetie. Dave says, you'll be coming through Yakima if you're heading to Renton. Give a shout out when you get close. Stop at the Gear Jammer truck stop.
Right on. We'll have to see what we can do.
Sue McGee
More
says,
likely, I'll probably get down a little further down the road.
Sue McGee says, can cooler, hot pink and blue.
Yeah, that's a really cool can cooler.
And the blue and blue one is a really, really pretty one too. The light
like 'em
blue
all.
with the dark blue. Larry says, hi, G's. Well, hey, Larry. Goblin says, it was cool to see you in an area we used to live. John says, my church is the clear night sky. It is where I feel closest to God and the infinite.
That's great, man.
Yvonne says, hello, G's and G-Force. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Debbie says, I received my order. Hubby loves the mango habanero sauce.
Oh, good.
I do too. I like the mango habaneros. Charlotte says, I want to get my can cooler ordered, but which color? LOL. Also, I love the different color 40 ounce tumblers. They have a different logo than the black
Just
40
get all
ounce I
three.
have.
Just get all three.
Yes, they do. These ones have the Trucker G logo on them, and the black ones had the G Spot logo on them.
For the cost of one Stanley Cup, you can get all three Trucker G cups.
Oh my god, I still cannot get over
And
how
still
much they
save money.
charge for those cups.
That's nuts, isn't it?
Just because it says Stanley. Goblin
I
says,
prefer my face over the Stanley.
Goblin says, we live in Springville, Utah for years, and we used to go up to Spanish Fork Canyon a lot to go geocaching.
Oh, right on.
Evelyn says, where in Oregon will you be coming? Would love to meet up with you again.
Our first drop is what's the name of the first drop?
Give me a moment,
cannot remember.
and I shall tell you. Those are those ones. The first one is Pacific Window and Federal Way.
No, it's Washington.
That is what. Excuse me. Southtown Glass and Newburgh, Oregon. Excuse me.
Newburgh.
And then Bend, Oregon is the second one.
And we'll probably find a truck stop between Washington and Oregon and stay there. What's going to wind up happening is I'm going to end up delivering in Brendan and Federal Way on Friday, and I probably won't have enough time to make it all the way down to do the other 2 drops, so we'll probably wind up sitting for the weekend somewhere in Oregon.
Colleen says, close to God. Was just wondering if I heard you right, that your seasoning was going to be at Colby Truck Stop. It's going to be at the Oasis.
At the Oasis in Colby, Kansas.
Yep. They have not got it yet. They just placed their order.
Yeah, they just put their order in.
Diane says, good afternoon, G's. How's your day going so far? Repenting, what's the subject? Besides, yes, we all should repent of our sins. Safe travels. Where are we at?
I think I got it off my chest now. We were just talking about the meme this morning. The meme said, the past is in your head, the future is in your hands. And we were talking about some of the comments, there was a few comments saying that my future is in God's hands, and I was kind of disputing it a little bit.
John says, by the way, I would prefer the night sky without all the smoke. Tammy says, reminds me of the story of the new preacher showing up in dirty farm clothes and sitting in back to observe. After a time, he introduced himself and said, we have much to learn.
I've heard that story, and that's a great story.
Blinky says, as for a house of God, I get the privilege of seeing all his artwork every day. It just so happens that Mother Nature is cleaning house. Yes. Ricky says, I'm just arriving in Montreal, dropping a load of food for homeless people and shelters.
Oh, awesome.
Brian says, hi, G's. You guys are very entertaining. Love you both. Much love to you. Yvonne says, doing good, Mrs. G. Called my family up north in PA, told them, get their butts out, come to me in Kentucky till smoke's gone. Charlotte says, LOL, true, Trucker G, on the cost. I want a purple 40 ounce too, LOL. I might have to get at least 2 can coolers.
I love my can cooler. I use that thing every day now.
Evelyn says, let me know. Nicholas says, is Southern Cali on your list?
No, it's not. Not right now. Actually, we got another load. After we get done with that, we got to run down to Grants Pass. And I've got family in Grants Pass. We probably ain't going to be able to see them either. But we got to pick up a load there in Grants Pass and take it back up to Spokane.
Michelle Brandon says, I hope there are still purple ones available on Friday.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tim says, smoke is bad here in PA. Ricky says, well, I cannot wait to see those homeless people with a smile on their faces. I bet they'll be so excited and feel very blessed, sweetheart. Eric and Pam says, in the past, the Native Indians, where we were raised, used to light the underbrush on fire in winter. It would clean out the forest and keep it healthy. Daisy Duck says, yes, he is. God watch over us all the time. John says, well said, little Blinky. As the G's recent videos show, God is the ultimate architect and artist. He is. It is so beautiful. Give me a moment, guys. That is fixing to fall. I gotta get it before it does. There we go.
We'll be staying the night somewhere here in Idaho. I ain't decided where at yet because I'm starting to run low on hours.
Jay's Canadian Garage says, hi, G's. Long time since I said hi. Please send some prayers for our out of control fires across Canada. Safe travels, G's.
We definitely will.
We've been praying, sweetheart. Tammy says, hello, G's and G-Force family. Hope you're having a great day. Feeling better and home from the hospital now. That's great news, sweetheart, and I'm glad you're feeling much better. Tom says, I want to thank you, Mr. G, because I went to my doctor's office today and was told to keep eating with your seasoning because it's keeping my blood pressure down. And my cholesterol is down, too.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, it's
down
really
to
healthy.
normal. So I want to thank you for putting your seasoning out and your hot sauces. I just can't wait to get the garlic and habanero hot sauce. It'll bring my blood pressure down even more. Thank you. Jillian says, what are we talking about? Oh, we have a fire here. Ugh. We were talking about the meme that we put up this morning. It stated, I can't remember, the past is in your head, the future is in your hands. Eddie says, afternoon, G's. Love y'all. Thank you for letting me ride along. Have enjoyed the scenery. I ordered the purple 40-ounce cup yesterday. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I have not seen the cups in person. Laylee was raving about them, though. She fell in love with the pink one, and she said that Dual would love the green one. Diane says, looks like rain. Well, Oregon and Washington always rains. My father-in-law lived in Grants Pass. I was actually born in St. Helens, Oregon, not too far from the volcano.
Oh, right on.
Little Blinky says, hope you can make it to the Boise stage stop.
That's a possibility. I've only got 3 hours left. I ain't decided how far I'm going to go, to be honest with you.
Whoops.
First, I need to see if I got to go into the scale house or not. It's open. Are we going to get called in?
Jillian says, not true. We're 82 Follow road sign.
Must exit.
Way station. Hello, Mats. I hope you're having a great day. All right, guys. Everyone be real quiet
Shh.
and suck it in.
I'm going to close my eyes, baby. They won't see me.
I don't think that would be a very good thing for you to do. Close your eyes.
Slow to 15 mile an hour.
That's one big oversized load in front of us.
Pretty big. Oh, it'd help if I put the button down, wouldn't it?
I might. Oh, they're building one on that side.
He's telling me, pull over.
Mike Foley says jumping up and down, waving. Tammy says hold your breath, skinny up. And Jillian, we're hauling metal, sweetheart. It's going to be used for windows and such.
Building a new scale house across the road over there.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I didn't listen to you.
You never listen to me. Donnie says stars for some awesome people. Thanks
I'm
for
not
keeping
hunking
it
in
real.
here.
Love yous.
I'd love to give you that star salute, but
I'll give you a star salute. Star salute. Brian says pull around back, trucker.
easy now, easy.
Cindy Cody says don't make eye contact.
I'm closing my eyes.
Chris says too dangerous to drive with eyes closed. Eric and Doris says, well, jump out so you don't go over. John says, be very quiet. Blinky says, gotta pull them all in. Gotta pay for the new chicken coop. Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid
That's
of.
the fear. Tom says, okay, everybody, suck it in. Jill says, be real quiet. We're hunting. Debbie says, quick, everyone, hop out. Tony says, I was waiting to see what kind of star salute I was going to get, LOL. Thank you for the stars, and we'll give you a proper one once we get out of here. Johnny JT Taylor says, let's talk. Come
Hold on
back.
a second. We're light. I mean, so they're not going to get me on weight. That's for sure. We done got rid of most of the load, half the load. Okay, I can't see the sign no longer.
Johnny JT Taylor says, let's talk. Come back. Hammer down.
Come in.
Jillian says, oh, okay. Where did he go? Repeat. Goblin says, just tell them you have a whole lot of people in the trailer. Yeah, I don't think they want to hear that. It'd be a whole world of hurt, man.
It's not that I'm scared to go into the Skelly House. It's just the time that it takes to go in there. You got to give them all your paperwork, go through the whole rigmarole. So, I mean, it don't bother me as far as having to do it. I know that I'm going to pass whatever inspection they want to do. It's just I don't like wasting my time doing it.
Michelle Brandon says, that's what I tell people when they don't like my driving. Just close your eyes. That's what I do when I don't like my driving. Mike Foley says, we probably weigh more than the load in front of us, LOL. All right, Donnie, let's give you a proper star salute. Star salute.
Thank you.
Eric and Dora says, I can bring our cat and weigh him. John says, don't want to wake up the chickens. And John says, vamonos. Eric and Dora says, chicken coop is not full of bears. Eric and Dora says, hammer down. Dave says, that's one thing I hate about trucking, going into scales. Michelle Brandon says, flash him, G. Joel says, don't look back, just keep going, G. Becky says, stop, I hopped off, I'm running to catch up, slow down. Tom says, let's go, hammer down. Hey, Tiff. Tammy says, phew, that was a long time to hold my breath. About passed out. Johnny says, woohoo! Thanks, guys. You're welcome, sweetheart. John says, I blame the Smokey Bear Syndrome. If you think all wildfires should be suppressed, you will eventually get a fire that is bad enough that it can't be suppressed. Yeah, those controlled burns are a must. So that, like you said, that everything isn't overgrown and piled on top of everything that was there from the year before, and it just be one big matchbox. Brian says, where's Mooch? He's laying at my feet.
I think we'll stop in Jerome. How's that sound?
In Jerome?
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
You like the food trucks inside of that truck stop?
I do like the food trucks in there. Loretta says, good afternoon, G. Safe travels. Well, good afternoon. Matt says, down, TT Mooch. Jillian says, let's go, driver. Mary said, good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. G. Did you make it to drop your load off?
We got all 5 of the ones done yesterday, and now we're heading to the next 5.
5 more, and we're done on this one and on to the next one. Goblin says, God bless y'all and stay strong. God bless you too, sweetheart. Debbie says, ordered my purple tumbler last night. Can't wait.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm excited for everyone to get their cups.
Miss G's excited to get hers.
I am. The purple, the green, and
Easy.
the pink. Eric and Dora
Nobody said
says,
nothing about 3 of them.
I'm going on a diet, so I won't put you overweight. Charlene said, good afternoon, G's, and everyone. Good afternoon, sweetheart. What's the temperature right now? 76?
76. A little chilly in here, isn't it?
Little chilly. Excuse me. Oh, buddy. Sue Garrett asked, going to stop where? We're going to stop in Jerome. There's a truck stop there that has these really cool food
Mr.
trucks
Gas, I
in
think
it.
it's called.
John Diller says, "Bring it on home. Bring it to Jerome." It's a blues song. Denise Lopez says, "Good afternoon, G's and pups from Troy, Missouri. Where are we at now? Rupert, Idaho."
Used to pick up a lot of taters over here.
Taters.
Taters.
Mary said, "Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?" Doing great, sweetheart. Donnie says, "Are you saying it's a little nipply in the truck?"
It's a little nipply. Miss G turned to look at me a second ago, and I thought she was going to put my eye out with them things.
Oh my goodness. Eric says, "If I remember correctly, y'all blew off some way stations when you were on the convoy."
Blew a bunch of them off.
We sure did. Tom Hale says, "I can't wait for next month so I can order more stuff to go with my collection."
Right on. Thank you, brother.
Thomas says, "Hello." Well, hello, hun. Chris says, "How far to Jerome?"
It's at the 165 mile marker. We're at the 213 right now.
Okay. So it's a little ways.
No, not too far.
No. Goblin says, "You need to provide the G-spot for all the truck stops you stop at and stay at when you are on the road."
We're working on it. We're working on it.
We are. Thomas says, "Any maters?" No, just taters.
I've hauled maters, not from here though.
No.
I've hauled plenty of maters.
Debbie said, "Grab me some taters, please." I could go for a loaded baked tater. That would be really good. Blinky says, 68 here on I-86, eastbound New York State.
Right on.
It's kind of chilly. John says, "We went this way on the way to see the 2017 solar eclipse at Madras, Oregon." Charlotte says, "Well, I did it. Ordered 3 can coolers, one of each color, and 3 40-ounce tumblers, one of each color.
Oh, you're
The green
sweetheart.
tumbler and the blue can cooler will be Father's Day gifts. We'll fill the tumbler with candy and a pack of cans of Dr. Pepper to go with." That's awesome. I like that idea.
Yeah, it is. Really good idea.
Chris says, "What are you hauling?" We're hauling metal.
Yes.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
I know why you're giggling.
We're hauling metal.
Forgive me.
Debbie says, "I love loaded taters. They're so good. My dad, he's a creature of habit. He don't like too many seasonings and spices on his
I'm
food."
going to throw Mrs. G's wallet out the door, and I'm going to say I'm hauling illegal Mexicans.
You remember what
Did I
happened?
get the look?
You
Yeah, I know
remember what
I
happened last
remember.
time when you were goofing?
Yeah.
Was it me that was the one that was gonna get to be pulled out and patted down and searched? Was not.
I think he just liked me.
Is that what it was?
I think that's what it was.
He was kind of sweet
I
on
think
you.
he just wanted to fill my behind.
Eric and Doris says, "Not heavy metal." Actually, it's not too heavy.
It's aluminum is what it is.
Yeah. Johnny says, "My son lives in Boise."
Oh, right on.
Gloria says, "Made it to Twin Falls by Jerome on trip back from Alaska for 9/11. Ken Baker says, "I got my G-spot today. Thank you."
Awesome.
Well, thank you. Let us know
Thank
how you
you.
like it, sweetheart.
Yes, please do.
Thomas says taters and onions. Oh, you cannot
You
go
can't go
wrong
wrong
with
there.
taters and onions. Ooh, yeah. John says, "I just say they're hauling stuff." Mary Annie Williams says, "I need to order bull snot. I gave mine to my granddaughter for her dry skin. She was scratching her legs so much they were bleeding. Used it and it helped a lot."
Oh, good. Yeah, you can get the single packs of the curable on our website, or you can get if you're going to get a whole case or something like that, then go to our website and go to the bundle packs.
Yeah. Darlene says, hello, sweetheart. How are you doing today?" Sydney Chastain says, "Was wondering if Little G needs anything for his new home."
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I know he got rid of a few things when he moved out of his apartment there in Phoenix,
Yeah.
and he kept a few things. So I'm not really sure what he's going to need, to be honest.
Charlotte says, then my mom can't be left out. So the pink tumbler for her and the light pink, light blue can cooler for her. The purple tumbler and hot pink and dark blue can cooler are mine. LOL. All mine. Never mind the fact I have a black 40 ounce from last time. LOL.
Oh, awesome.
Michelle Tyler says, hi guys. I like the sound today. Sounds good.
We got the microphones on today.
Sweetheart. I'm glad it's working great. I'm bad about when it comes to cups. I love cups. So does Mook. Lately, she'll find one and she'll stick with it for a very long time and won't get a different one.
I'm not usually into the cups or the can coolers or nothing like that, but I love this thing.
You can't wait to get your blue and blue one.
I'm going to keep that blue and blue one. I already got one of the other colors.
Of each color, yeah. Dee says, pork roast with the G-spot was good. Sprinkled in on some garden cucumbers and was great.
Oh, that sounds really good.
I like it on cucumbers,
Yeah.
too. Lorraine says, I wish it wasn't too expensive to send to Canada. Sweetheart, I hope that we will be able to get to the point where we can figure out different shipping methods, or
It'd be great if we can get to the
different
point
way.
where a distributor will pick us up and maybe carry it there in Canada. That would be great.
Yes.
And that's one of our goals. We're just not there yet.
Jillian says, do the 40 ounce do hot and cold? Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
they
yes,
do.
yes.
Charlene
They
says,
both do. They're vacuum insulated.
yeah, double wall or double insulated is what they are. My Jenny has a hairless guinea pig and she's using the curable on his skin. I bet you it works really well. Tom says, need to have some potatoes with some onions, some sausage, eggs scrambled up with it. Yes.
Ain't nothing
And
wrong
throw
with
in
that.
some chorizo in there and some cheese and some salsa or some of the mango or garlic, whichever heat you prefer. Throw that in a tortilla, crisp up your tortilla on the stove, and then munch away. Charlotte says, I love cups and tumblers too. I have different sizes for different times and different drinks.
Thinking about playing around with another hot sauce. Don't hold me to it because it'll be a long time before it gets done. But a pineapple mango. I want to call it Penango.
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 Get your Penango over here.
Hey.
That just sounds dirty.
Would you like to taste my Penango? Easy now. It ain't after dark.
Let me taste your Penango.
Easy.
That is the word of the day today. It is not supposed to be dirty, but we just made it dirty.
That ain't right.
Jillian says, sweet. Sweet says, afternoon, y'all. Where are we at now? As if you weren't asked before, LOL. We're in Hayburn, Idaho.
Idaho?
Idaho.
No, Idaho.
Tom says, oh yeah, that sounds great. Spencer says, back to Lebanon again Saturday. Seeing my sister. So glad this is going well. I'm so
Awesome.
excited for you, sweetie. Thomas says, why do they have to have so many barrels and cones for a small work area?
Probably because they're scared to get hit. It's a dangerous job working next to these highways.
very
Have you seen the way some of these
dangerous.
people drive?
Yes. You know, they put their lives on the line every day being out here working on these roads. And people do not respect that and give them the space that they need. Jillian says, where did Junior G find a house? Oh my, Jill just all kinds of went
Right
crazy
around
on me.
Rolla.
Yes. Cindy Chastain is laughing. Charlotte says, yummy pineapple hot sauce.
Pineapple mango hot sauce.
Penango.
Penango.
Spencer says, looks dark to me.
I just
LOL.
like saying Penango.
Jill says, I didn't really like collecting cups till this last year, LOL. Charlotte says, I would like that hot sauce. All right, G. Charlotte Emerson says, well, one could think your website is for after dark, LOL, and your seasoning too.
It's only as dirty as you make it.
That's exactly. Denise says, will you put in an order for the black and white can coolers again sometime? I really want to get one.
I don't know if we're going to do the black and white or not. I mean, I don't even know if we're going to do can coolers again, to be honest with you.
Not sure.
Jillian
says, hump day.
I ordered the second batch because I know a lot of people were asking for them and wasn't able to get them. So we went ahead and ordered another batch.
Sweet says, Idaho, with a bunch of laughy faces. Denise says, I was hoping for a pineapple mango sauce. That would be awesome.
I'm going to have to work on it.
Donna says, hey there, everyone from Smoky, Virginia. Cough, cough, choke, cough. Donna says, hope you guys are enjoying each other.
Easy now, it ain't happening.
Good dance. Was it that one dance on Dirty Dancing was the pachanga or pachango or
The
chonga?
Lamada.
Spencer says, I don't like hot sauce, but now I want to try it. The mango one is great, Spencer. I'm not a whole lot like it. Bless you. I don't like a whole lot of spicy things. Bless you.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But as I've gotten older, I do like more spice. And I like the mango because it's perfect sweet heat. So you got the sweet with a little bit of heat on the end.
It's not overpowering.
No. And the garlic, I like it too, but in moderation for me.
It's more in your face heat.
Yes. Sweet says, Panango on the G-spot, that could get dangerous. Did you just touch my G-spot with your Panango?
Easy now. You're getting carried away there, woman. Don't drag me down that road.
Cliff says,
Don't drag me down that gutter.
Cliff says, how come when you submit a question on your website, you never get an answer? Oh, submit a question on your website, you never get an answer. I'm sorry, sweetheart. We hadn't checked them, and I recently did check them and go through them, and I think I answered yours. I cannot remember because there were several.
And if it was a while back ago, it was probably because of me. Because what I learned is Mrs. G had to teach me is I was getting emails saying you have a conversation, and it would tell me what the conversation said. So I would reply to it on email. And apparently when you reply to it on email, it don't go through to you because you have to go to the conversation section of the website in order to reply. So I was replying to a whole bunch of people, but I was replying under email, and you guys never got it.
Because he would say, well, so-and-so had a question. Okay, and I'd ask him, was it through email? Which email? And then, or was it through a conversation off the website?
He said, I don't know.
And he goes, I opened it. I was like, well, where is it? It's gone now. So we apologize if we've missed any of your guys' questions that you've submitted on the website and in the conversations portion of the website. Charlene Wagner says, I worked for a construction company building roads, and I came a split second from losing my life along with two co-workers when a car cut off a semi and the two dump trucks behind him came into our lane. Thank God we survived.
It's dangerous.
Jules says the pachanga. That was the name of the dance. Jillian says, when is the next After Dark? I'm not sure, sweetheart.
Let me get to where we go to bed after dark. Like today, we'll be going to bed probably around 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Sweet says, drag you. Heck, son, you run. You don't get drugged down a road. You're already there. Mary says, I love the mango. Well, thank you.
Mrs. G's corrupted me. I used to be an altar boy.
And Donna says, that's for sure with the road workers. We just had an incident a few months ago where cars were speeding on 695 in Maryland. One car bounced off of the other and flipped upside down, went over the top of the Jersey wall and killed 6 road workers.
Oh, no.
Nice try, Matt. Ken says, how about pineapple, mango, and peach?
That could go good together.
That would. Those are all good fruits. And then with a little bit of heat to it. Cliff says, I was wanting to know, will you stick on the tailgate of my Dodge truck?
Yeah, the stickers will. The clings, no.
Yeah, the clings are for windows.
If you ordered during the the Memorial Day weekend deal than what we sent out in the packages were clings.
Tom says, oh, that's why you never answered my question, LOL. Matt says, it's always after dark with me in the room. Austin says, how did y'all? How's it going?
Doing good, doing good.
Charlotte Emerson says, I had some grilled chicken strips for lunch. I made me a dipping sauce with sour cream, your mango habanero hot sauce, and some Parmesan sprinkled cheese and G-Spot seasoning mixed together. So, yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
Jillian said, bless you. Thank you. Chris says, God bless you. Thank you, sweetheart.
The jalapeno one that I'm working on is going to be really good because it works great as a seasoning. You can also put it in sour cream and use it as a dip. Yes. Or you can take part of the sour cream and add a little bit of buttermilk in with it, and it makes a great salad dressing too.
Or you can make your homemade guac with it and use it in there. I like when G does the guacamole salad when it's more chunkier, and then oh yeah, now I want some guac salad. Barbara says miss those after darks. I know we do too, sweetheart. It's just with the way we run, it's like after dark is before light, first thing early in the morning. Samke, I hope I pronounced that right, said a lot of greetings from Croatia.
Well, thank you. You know, as far as our after darks go, maybe we'll be able to do one this weekend because it sounds like we're going to be sitting.
Jeff Trigg says, good afternoon, G's. Afternoon, Jeff. Tom says, how about peach or cherry hot sauce?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Matt says, I keep my G-Force family laughing all the time. Austin says, I cannot wait to get my G-Spot shop. I dare someone to make smart aleck remark about me drinking out of a pink cup with the word G-Spot on it. At least I can find my G-Spot.
Well, now if you ordered one of the pink ones this time,
those have the Trucker
G
face
have
on it.
the logo, the Trucker G logo. And if you want one that has the G-Spot on it, I think we got a few, not many.
I have to double check with Laylee.
I think we might have a few of the black ones left
with
to have
the pink
G-Spot
logo on them. Evelyn says, hello, G's. All this food talk is making me hungry.
I need another
Still
drink.
looking forward to our Alfredo sauce cooking lesson someday when you get settled into your new house. Oh, trust me.
We got so busy at home. I forgot about it, but I didn't have time to mess with it either. But yes, definitely when we're going home, remind me, and we will do that because I like the Alfredo.
And I know someone else is waiting for the Alfredo sauce as well. Dual. Our son-in-law.
Oh, now they can hear you going in the back.
Yeah.
You got your microphone on.
Yeah, they can. Oh, I just pinched my hair in the clipping. No, Dual loves the Alfredo sauce.
Now you guys can hear better than I can.
There you go.
All I can hear back there is...
No, Moochie down, buddy. Get down. Come on down, buddy.
Pop top again.
You know, you're not very light to move.
He don't care.
He just sits there and looks at me. He said, it's all good, Mom. You weren't using the seat at the moment. Cindy Chase says, hello from smoky Northeast PA.
Hello.
And our drought. And God bless you, Mr. G.
Thank you.
Eric and Doris says, the days are getting longer and after dark later.
Yeah.
Where were we? What was it, Colorado? It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was taking the pups out, doing the wake up routine, and I looked and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, the sun's starting to come up already? Cindy Chase says, yum, homemade Alfredo sauce. Oh yeah, we like homemade Alfredo sauce. It's the bomb. Tom says, I made a blueberry and blackberry hot sauce, and they are great on a lot of meats.
I'm actually looking forward to it because here in the near future, Chef Paul Allen's invited me to come over and get in his kitchen with him.
Eric and Pam says, we like the After Dark videos. Don't let us down. With an exclamation point. Scott says she's getting M&Ms. I already ate a pack of M&Ms today. That was my allotment for the day. John says...
Are you rationing?
Yes. John says, mooch. And your point is? Yeah, that's exactly the look. He's like, what? Corey says, what up, Mr. and Mrs. G?
What up?
Barbara says, can you show the pups when you get a chance? I can try. Let me see. Charlotte says, there is your next product, Alfredo sauce. All right. There's the one of them. The moochers. And there's Miss T.T. Marie. They're so lively. Cindy Chase says, have you heard from Mike? We talked to him a little while ago.
Last week, I think it was.
It was before we went home.
Yeah. Maybe it's been a couple weeks ago.
John says, there goes my diet. Blinky said, salsa? I can see him with the big puppy dog eyes. Salsa?
That salsa's good.
Yes, it is. Sherry Beeman says, hello, G's. Hope you're both are having a great day. We are, sweetheart. Thank you. Sherry Beeman also said, yes, Alfredo sauce. Barbara Pruitt says, sleepyheads. LOL. Yes, they're snoozing away. Tom says, oh, cool. I hope we can see that live video when you're in the kitchen with him.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a video or live one of the two.
Laura says, good afternoon, Trucker G and Mrs. G and G-Force family from northeastern Kentucky. Hey, sweethearts. Rosemary says, I love those pups. They're spoiled rotten is what they are. The two of them. Missy says, aw, cute. Pups are out like a light.
Maybe if you guys go over to the chef's view and let them know you want to see him cook with me, then maybe we'll get it done sooner than later.
I'm telling you what, speaking of cooking, and that goes along with the kitchen and the new house, things are progressing very quickly with wrapping up the few things that needed to be done at the new house. So
I think by the time we get back home, we'll be sleeping in the house.
I'm so excited. I mean, the floors.
As long as the touch-up paint gets done.
Yeah, the floors being done were awesome. But now, while we're home, we've seen the progress happen even more. The baseboard's getting put on in the living room. The drywall being fixed in the places that we needed. Well, you know what? The mirrors have been hung in both of the bathrooms. And our barn door has been hung properly and securely. Or rehung, should I say. And some areas on the backsplash have been fixed. But it is coming along really quickly. I can't wait, for us to be able to call the furniture people up, and say, hey, you can deliver the furniture on such and such date. And then us to actually live in it. And like G said, he's thinking by the next time we go home. So that means...
You'll need to get you a bedspread.
I'll need to get a bedspread. But that also means that by the time Bubby comes home,
or should I say sheets and a bedspread,
that he'll be able to get his air mattress and sleep inside the new house.
And TVs. We gotta get TVs.
Cindy Chase says spaghetti sauce. Yum. Blinky says, I will admit I could not recreate your salsa. You were standing right there watching. That just means you guys will have to pay us a visit after we get moved into the house and we can all be back in the kitchen together. Tom says, I'm waiting for Mr. G or his sister to put out their salsa because it really looks good.
My sister's chili will
bite ya.
Yeah, it'll burn you up.
Lou Ellis says, hello, G's. I'm going to order a can cooler. Just need to decide what color to get so my mom can claim it. LOL. Charlotte Emerson says, oh, that's exciting. You will be in your house soon. As long as you have a floor and a bathroom, I'd be sleeping in there.
Gotta have my TV.
Yeah. Thank you, Tracy, for the star, sweetheart. Star salute.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got a morning routine. Morning routine is I gotta get up. I gotta watch a little bit of news. I gotta watch the weather.
He does. He has a whole routine. While he's watching the news and the weather on mute, he's also scrolling through Facebook.
I multitask.
And then dropping something on me off above the bed. So I'm glad this bed doesn't have a place for him to put stuff. Sherry Beeman says, your beautiful travels brought back beautiful memories for me. I traveled those roads a lot when we lived in Colorado Springs, going to Oregon and Sacramento, California, when my dad was living.
Oh,
well, I'm glad it took you down memory lane, sweetie. Cindy Chase says, love the videos of your home sweet home. Thanks for sharing. You know, you guys have been with us for a lot of new things that have happened in our lives, and we're so appreciative for you guys being there. Just your love and your support, your suggestions, your advice.
It helps.
And it has definitely helped. You know how much of a nervous wreck we were at the beginning of everything with all the big changes that we just recently did within the last, year? Sherry Beeman says, when is little G going to be home? Pretty soon.
He'll be home this month. We can't give exact dates.
Blinky says, Turkey Day is coming soon. And it is. Hopefully you guys can make it out to the house again.
Coming upon us, isn't it? I'm going to have to get a bigger smoker.
Yes. And soon. D says, Bub can sleep in RV. He's cool. We told him that, because he asked if the house was going to be done by the time he got home. I said, yeah, but there'll be really no furniture in there. He said, I'll just buy a blow-up mattress and put it in my room. So. Tracy Robertson says, hello, G's and G-Force. Hey, sweethearts. Karen Moore asks, when will the sweet spot be out?
Don't know on that, Karen.
Do not have a projected date. We are still working on it. We want to make sure that it is right before we release it.
It's good. I'm not going to release it if I'm not 100%, and I'm about 98%.
Charlotte Emerson says, yep, definitely a TV. I can't sleep without having my TV on at nights. Jeff Drake says, what part of Utah are you now? Eden.
We're in Idaho. Eden, Idaho.
Eden, Idaho. Tom says, oh, good, because I've been looking for some good hot sauce. Everything with all, because ghost cheese just isn't hot enough. Ooh.
I probably won't make nothing that's really hot.
City Chase says, guess the dads are doing okay and honoring. They are. Did you talk to his dad? What was it? Probably been a couple days ago. Did you talk to him?
Yeah.
And he's basically just kind of giving what for on politics and all that good stuff that he sees on the news. And like I was saying, my dad, last time I talked to him, I asked him if he had used any more seasoning. He said, I like the way your mom cooked with just salt and pepper. I don't need all this seasoning that your nephews put on the food and your brother puts on the food. I was talking about having a loaded baked potato. My dad likes...
Who that?
It's Leia. My dad just likes butter and salt and pepper. Or butter and salt.
Bland.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, you can make flavorful food with salt and pepper, but he does like bland.
He does. City Chase says, you are stuck with us. LOL. Love you and your family, plus G-Force family.
Much love.
Little Blinky says, have you all secured the location for Turkey Day? We still need to talk to...
yeah, I need to talk to that place I was thinking about. If not, we'll do it at the rest area again.
Cindy Chastain says, I remember your second thoughts on buying the house. Look at it now. I know. I seriously wanted to cry. Huh? She said, I can't find your key. You might have to call William. Give us a minute, guys. Hey, it's not above,
Not where it was.
not where it was. I took the whatchamacallit from there, didn't I? Those buckets.
Here, put it on mute for a minute.
All right, guys, we're gonna mute you for a minute. Give me just a minute, if I can get my fingers to do the work. My fingers to work because they don't want to work. There we go, guys.
Sorry about that, guys.
City Chase says, so happy. I'm getting a visit from my daughter and boyfriend. So have a great rest of your day. Hugs. You have a great
You
day,
have a good
sweetheart.
day.
Enjoy your visits. She said, bye, G-Force. Hugs to all. Sherry Beeman says, you're not doing rest area again? Why is that?
If I can get this other place landed, I would rather do it at this other place. And the reason why, because then I can cover both sides of the traffic and not just the westbound.
And it's more accessible for someone just getting off the highway as well than, like, I think we can feed more truckers this way.
Yeah.
Did you find it, honey? Oh. Hey, Squishy. Oh.
It was great last year having that extra help.
By the kitchen table. No, that was really awesome having everyone over and helping.
Uh-huh.
That was a big help because in the years past, you know, the kids would come to the rest area after, you know, they went and did Thanksgiving with their in-laws. You know, it was mostly me and G, so it definitely helped everyone showing up, the Mobos and Jen
And we had a great time.
and Blinky and Kay, everyone. It was a lot of fun. I just can't believe we're getting closer again.
It's coming along.
But at least this holiday season, you know, for Christmas and Thanksgiving, it's not going to be as chaotic as last year.
Yeah,
We pulled off last year, but this year should go somewhat more smoothly. I know it's us, and we always end up having some sort of technical difficulty, but it won't be as bad.
we were cooking in the kitchen that wasn't even close to done.
The day before we had the water heater installed, the water softener.
Yeah.
It was like last minute.
The countertops were just sitting there.
Yeah, the countertops were just sitting there on top of the cabinets. Did you get it, Lay? All right, I'm gonna let you go. I love you. Bye-bye. But yeah, it was crazy that
Didn't have no heat.
No heat. Oh, wait, take it back. We had the torpedo heater.
We had the torpedo heater. Had to turn it on every so often. warm it up in there.
Hilda says y'all need to have extra keys made for the children. Thing is, her husband has a key.
Dual has the key.
He has the key. But you're right. I'm gonna end up having to get extras made.
Maybe one of these days I'll buy one of them ones that you can just put in the code.
That I really want one on the door into the laundry room. That would be nice, so that they can put packages in there, especially when it's raining. Lori says, sitting here at Les Schwab, still waiting on my grooming van to be fixed. Made the appointment and they assured me parts would be in. Figured they messed things up and didn't order the parts.
Oh no.
Completely messed up my work day. Oh no, sweetheart. I'm sorry that happened. Blinky says, hopefully the new place agrees. You can feed a whole lot more truckers there. And see, that was our thinking as well. That would be nice. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody again. Eric and Pam says, we think your Thanksgiving feast is a wonderful event. May God bless y'all. Thank
We
you,
enjoy it.
sweethearts. Like G says, we do it for selfish reasons. We love to see, to bring joy to other people.
Puts a smile on my face.
To put a smile on their face also puts a smile on our face. Tom says, oh wow, I'm glad someone said something about the holidays because I got to order the turkeys and the pigs so I can have them ready for the truckers because I'm going to have it on both sides of the highway so I can feed more of them this year. Awesome, Tom. That's great. Anthony Bruner says, hello, G's. Can you tell me which of your websites has the 40-ounce cups?
SugarGspot.com.
Every time I go to your site about the cups, it tells me to go to Amazon.
No, you typed in something wrong.
All right, I will.
TruckerGspot.com.
Hold on. All right, I just dropped it in the comments, so you should be able to click on it. And let's see if I can pin it to the bottom. Okay, I pinned the website down at the bottom on the Facebook feed, hon. Tom says, I've been buying the stuff for Christmas, even the stockings. Awesome, sweethearts. We probably ought to start talking to them pretty soon.
Yeah.
Laura says, is that sod or hay on that truck? I think
It was hay.
It was hay? Okay. Thank you, Cindy Cody. Squishy was Laylee's helper yesterday
Yeah.
with the cups. Hold on, I gotta fix that. It is getting ready to come in again. Eric and Pam says, how do we contribute to the Thanksgiving feast?
You can do it through Cash App or Venmo or PayPal if you'd like to.
Charlotte Emerson says, not sure you saw this. You guys didn't do an easy thing. You sold your house, got rid of most of it in an old house, all while trying to work on the road. Plus, launching a new business. That's a lot of stress. We love our G family.
You make it sound like a lot when you put it like that.
It is a lot. That is a lot. John says, my Roadside Geo of Washington book arrives tomorrow, LOL. Already have the one for Oregon. Right on. John's on top of it. Blinky says, does the place that wrapped the Little G ride make banners? You know what? I didn't ask him if they did.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
I think they do.
Because that is one thing that I really want to do this year is to get a banner made up. And I still have the signs that Whit made too.
I just have a hard time of spending the money for a banner when I can put it into stockings. Or,
Put it into something else that goes to the truckers.
yeah. I don't know. It would be nice, don't get me wrong.
I'm I'm excited because now I'm thinking of
I'll have to
Thanksgiving
look
and
into it.
Christmas and having the room inside the house.
I'll have to look into it because we might be able to get some companies to help fund it this year.
Yes. Angie says, hello, Trucker G and Mrs. G. How are y'all doing today? Love you guys. We're doing great, sweetheart. Doing great. We are so super blessed. Charlotte says, not to mention you had just spent several weeks in a convoy for no pay. You did the truckers Thanksgiving and the Christmas stockings. You have done a lot and had a lot of changes.
Heck, it was 5 months, wasn't it?
It was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a stretch.
It was a long time.
Dee says, you did great for Turkey Day. Thank you. Now it reminds me, with Christmas coming, and we'll be in the new house, and Mook and Cody got me this cute little Christmas tree. It's a little gnome Christmas tree. So I'll get to put that out too. Daryl says, looks like Taterland.
It is.
JJ says, hi, Mrs. G. Yesterday when I asked for your opinion on what the PT wants me to do, I didn't hear your response because it was buffering. Sweetheart, I know you want that other device that you really have your heart set on, but like G told you, best thing is to get a second opinion and
Stick to what the professionals say.
and yeah, exactly. If
I'm a
it's-
truck driver, brother. I mean,
If it's their professional opinion that you should get in a motorized wheelchair, then that's probably what's best. But definitely get a second opinion, sweetie. Sue Stevens says, question, is the can cooler and tumbler both do hot and cold drinks?
yes.
Yes, ma'am, it does.
They have 2 different lids. One of the lids is for the can cooler. The other is for it to be like a tumbler.
A little tumbler, yeah.
And
so you can put your
they
coffee
do
in
hot and cold.
it. Charlotte says, maybe Bolsnot can donate curable for the stockings.
Bolsnot usually sends me
Visible for the stockings. Van has helped out with our truckers' holidays for several years now.
Yes.
Sugarbud says, hey,
It would be
G.
cheaper
Hi,
for him to do the
sweetheart.
curable, but he does it visible because that's what truckers.
They like the visible.
Yeah, they love it. They'd like the curable too, but
Yes. Anthony says, thank you, G's. I was not putting it all together. Think you will be shopping now.
awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you got it figured out.
Tom says, I can't wait to see your place all decorated up for the holidays. I believe some real estate, and I'll be glad, and all your kids and grandkids would be there so we can all have fun and family fortune. I've always been.
You're probably not going to see a whole lot of decorating. You might see a
No.
Christmas tree, but you ain't going to see Christmas lights. I've had Christmas lights off about
Since Laylee was
about
2.
28 years ago.
Since Laylee was 2. He was actually
I was up there putting Christmas lights on,
for his mama.
feeling festive,
Yes.
and
He just
went to go
about-
bend over a nail, and my thumb slipped on the nail and about cut my finger off.
He did. He got off the ladder and into the house, and by the time I seen him in the kitchen, he was just as white as a ghost.
Tore into tendons and nerves and everything else.
And he was about to pass out. It was a bad deal. And so it's kind of.
You want Christmas lights now?
a
I'll hold
touch.
them. I'll give you a flashlight. How's that sound?
Actually, no, you didn't do that. Remember, you bought me the projector deal.
Oh yeah, I bought the projector. I think we sold that at the
We
auction.
did sell it at the auction. A projector, and it was actually for, like, it had the slides that projected on the side of the house for Thanksgiving. It had the turkey and the Easter bunny and for all the different holidays. It was really cool. But then we lived out in the country and no one really seen the house. So we might have to pick up another one of those. So, and then with the Christmas tree and a little bit of decoration on the inside of the house. Of course, the Christmas stockings for everybody in the family. We've got those. Sugar Butt says, we have hubby's doctor's appointment today. Well, I hope all goes well, sweetheart. Sherry Beeman says, okay, I'm back. I hope you can get the new place. That would be great. That's what we're hoping to. We just have, it's all about talking to them and seeing if it'll be feasible.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens.
Well, it says, geez, I have a question. Can I send you a check for the Truckers Holidays? I just don't like the idea of giving Facebook my credit card info.
No, I understand. And yes, you're more than welcome to if you would like to.
And please let us know if you guys decide to do that and to send something through the mail. Let us know. Send a message or an email so that we can have Laylee keep an eye out for it.
Yes, please.
Charlotte Emerson says, I'm retired now, but when I was working, I used a power chair at work. Best thing I ever did. It gave me freedom to get from one place or from place to place and the speed that I didn't have before. Not to jump into conversation, I know nothing about. There is only advantages to getting a power chair.
No,
it gave
me
freedom. No, I thank you. I appreciate the opinion, hon.
I know when we go to like the theme parks, I get those scooters because I can't walk.
Yes.
Not very far.
Sugar Bus says, thank you, Mrs. G. Prayers are welcomed. You're welcome, sweetheart. Blinky says, I was thinking about having one made, put on my truck, and park out by the road to try to draw attention and bring in more truckers.
Oh, right on, brother.
That'd be awesome, Blinky.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing you guys again.
I know, I'm so excited. I hope everyone gets to come to the house.
I think we had a good time. I had a good time, so that's what mattered.
And we introduced everybody to turkey tacos.
Oh, yeah.
I think we blew everyone's mind with that one. Because no one had turkey tacos but our family. All right, guys. We are done for the day.
Yes, we is.
Mooch is just realizing that, and he's perked up and he's looking at me and he says, come on, Mom. It's time to feed me. We love you all, and we'll be back tomorrow, guys.
Love you guys.
Bye. Oops. I gotta hit the button first.
I'm getting hungry.
Me too.